thank everybody for coming. We're supposed to start at 12:30, and I think we're just a few minutes late. And here comes one of our committee members, and as soon as we can have him seated, we will start. Let's see. We'll get your... the first order of the subcommittee is to hear a substitute to House Bill 806, and this bill is carried by Representative Jay Roberts. And Representative Roberts, if you'll please explain to the bill. Do you want to explain that, or do you want to go to the podium? Just take your choice, whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'll sit right here.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. House Bill 806 is something that we've talked about a good bit on the subcommittee. It's dealing actually with prior year motor fuel tax dollars that is moved over through the budgetary process and dealing with the current ones now. It's about $1 billion. That's being moved over, taken care of through the budgetary process. House Bill 806, however, is as we move forward into the next fiscal year and beyond, the new budget, this will take care of prior year motor fuel tax dollars that haven't been spent and need to be rolled over to the next year. A lot of times what happens is that the state will end up funding 100% of a project, waiting on the feds to return about 80%. A lot of times those dollars does not come in that year, they come in the next fiscal year, and because we went to programmatic budgeting, we are not able to continue to operate it that way. Department of Audit has said that we have to have this change. The AG's office has said that we have to have this change, and this bill just simply corrects the problem that we currently have. If we want to be able to spend motor fuel tax dollars as we move forward, to be able to get the state moving with transportation, this is the way for us to fix and solve the problem. Madam Chairwoman, I'd be glad to answer any questions anybody might have.
Thank you, Representative Roberts. Do I hear any questions?
Just one, Madam Chairman.
All right. What number are you?
83.
All
Thank
right.
you, Madam Chairman. Mr. Chairman, what happens to the balance that's not in excess of 20% that's found on page 927?
If you'll look in there, it allows up to 20%, but the other 80% to carry over or carry forward as a continued appropriation from its original purpose. In other words, that 80% will be carried over. Right now, if you remember the other day in committee, we were discussing the budget, and there were some active questions about what is other funds.
Right.
This actually identifies them as mandatory appropriation carryover program. That's where those funds will fall into the next year. Still subject to us and the legislature as far as the appropriation goes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Representative Smith.
First of all, I think your bill makes a lot of sense, and it's certainly good legislation. But I had one question. Down on line 31, it says it shall not apply to grants to local governments for public work. And I was just curious why we didn't go ahead and allow it to apply to our local roads as well.
It's talking about the LMIG project, LMIG fund right there. The motor fuel tax dollars only spent on roads and bridges. When we start talking about LMIG, this is not so that we can take and move more money into the LMIG program. This actually money right now currently is already designated for projects.
Absolutely. Okay.
Thank you. Do I hear any other questions?
I'd like to make a motion.
All right. At this time, I'll entertain a motion. Representative Davis.
Madam Chair, I move the committee do pass House Bill 806.
Representative Epps, do I hear a second?
I second the motion, Madam Chair.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Well, this will pass out onto the full committee. Thank you. And if somebody will come show me how to work this, we'll get over to something else. But I'm having a little trouble working this. Do you know how to work it? This, clearing this up. All right, okay. Thank you for my patience. I'm challenged with this. Thank you. Now, if we'll put this back, I think we all have the tracking document, and we'll turn our attention to the budget. And if you look in your folder, you will find the tracking document that we'll be reading from. Representative Davis, did you get the tracking document? Thank you. We're just going to go over the changes we made in the tracking document. The first change you'll find on page 5. Page 5, item 13.4.5. And this is agriculture. $55,000 cut. We reduced the contract to the previous Brussels contract by $55,000. The next change you will see is 13.4.5 and 13.4.6. We've already done that one. Okay. All right. We're going to provide $75,000 to provide funds for H-1B, H-2A program, and I think we talked about that in committee. That is to help with our worker visa program, and it's to help the farmers take advantage of a H-1, H-2 federal program and to help them go through it to have a labor force when we go to working in our crops in the summer. The next change is Department of Community Affairs, page 8, number 16.11.3, $200,000 reduction to the REBA grants, Regional Economic Business Assistance grants, a $200,000 reduction. The next change we see is for Georgia Rural Water, page 8, 16.121. We're going to restore the cut to rural Georgia, and it's a small restoring of the cut of $5,600. The next thing we change is page 10. If I'm going too fast, let me know. Page 10, Department of Economic Development, 22.2.4. We disagree with the $150,000 ad. It was the only department that had an add-on for communications, so we disagree with that. The next cut is, our next change in the budget is forestry, page 12, 25.23. This change is a language-only change. We voted earlier to reduce the funds, but to maintain the position. We're not vacating the position, just reducing the funds. The next change that you recommended is on page 14. $43.2.3. Water, soil and water conservation. This department has taken over a 50% cut, a 40% cut in the past, and I don't have exact figures, but our advisor told us it was closer to a 50% cut that they had taken. So on 43.2.3, we restored the $5,854, and 43.2.4, we replaced the funds of $20,000 43.3.3, we restored the funds of $5,704, and on 43.3.4, we replaced the funds of $20,150. And the next change that you recommended was Department of Transportation, page 15. $48.1.2, we disagreed with the cut in airport aid and restored the $55,000 cut. The next change is 48.1.3. We added an additional $200,000 to airport aid, and I'd like to give an explanation on why we did that, because we can get a 92.5.25, that's with 2%, 2.5% state and 2.5% local money, and we can pull down a 90% federal match. And we decided that so many times it's part of economic development, and when a lot of CEOs come in to look at towns, they're not coming in on the bus. So we thought maybe it might be better to fix up some airports for economic development and pull down this federal money while we had a chance. And then, if you'll look on page 15, and this is what we got to really pay close attention to, and this is in regard to the prior year motor fuel tax that Representative Roberts was telling us about in the last bill that we just passed out. And this has nothing to do with changing the revenue estimate. It's existing prior year funds, and they've been working all summer with the auditors, Department of Accounting, and the AG's office to get all this cleared up. If you'll turn to 48.2.5, Capital Construction Project Program, we're moving $461,542,322 into that program. 48.3.2, Capital Maintenance Projects, we're moving $357,694,882 to Capital Maintenance Projects Program. 48.4.2, Construction Admin, we're moving $50 million. 48.6.1, Department Admin, we're moving $5 million. 48.7.1, Local Maintenance and Improvement Grants, $61,369,074. In Local Road Assistance Admin, we're moving $35,499,213. 48.9.1 in Planning, we're moving $2,205,072. And payment to the State Road and Toll Authority, we're moving $9,206,653. That brings it to a total of $982,517,216. Do I need to repeat the total, or did y'all get that? I'm not used to those big figures. So anyway, do I have any questions? Now's your time. I think we've gone over this several times in the subcommittee, but we'll entertain any questions from the committee at this time.
You ready for a motion?
Yes.
Move to pass.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? A motion by Representative Smith and a second by Representative Roberts. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you, and thank you for your time.